What's up, it's me Shani back again with another video. So today's video is going to be day 4 of Hbcu week here on my channel. If you haven't seen the previous ones, I definitely suggest you go watch those before you watch this one. But today's video is going to be the cons on living in a dorm room. And before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and get me to 1K so I can do a giveaway for you guys. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. So the first thing upon walking into your dorm room that you're going to notice is that for the most part, your dorm room is gonna be fairly small. So it's gonna be like walking into a closet, like literally a closet. Like unless you live in some luxurious suites where you paid like 5K on it or whatever, then most of the time your room will be really small. So don't think that you're gonna bring your whole house into this one room, because it's not gonna happen, sis. It's not gonna happen. So yeah. And then if you guys have been with me since day 1, since I first started doing my vlogs freshman year, if you are OG, I F with you. But anyway, if you've been with me since day 1, you know that my dorm freshman year, like the walls of my dorm looked like brick walls. And I mean, like, it was like in the shape of like bricks. Like I'm gonna put a picture up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it literally reminded me of a jail cell. Like, I kid you not, I legit felt like I was in jail.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto.
Only the bathroom was outside of the room. So, which moves us to the community bathrooms. And I know you're probably all going to be in agreement with me when I say that community bathrooms are the devil. Like, I swear. Especially because freshman year, I stayed in an all-girls dorm. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. These girls are dirty, bruh. Like, I swear, like, they are dirty. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can you live like this? Like, I would walk in bathroom stalls and see like feminine pads and wipes like showed out on the floor, and then like I'll go in the shower and it'd be like little droplets of blood and stuff. Like, are you serious? Like, that's disgusting. That's really disgusting. Like, can you not? And then like it was just so crazy. And then like sometimes I'll wake up to go use the bathroom at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I would walk out and see girls walking around in their underwear, crack showing. Like, I do not want to see your crack at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to see your crack, period. But I definitely don't want to see your crack at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm barely up. Like,
Your crack is whack.
like, are you serious right now? Like, girl, you are not back home. Don't do that. Don't get that comfortable. And it's so crazy because it's like when I got here, when I got to college, I had this notion in my head like, oh, boys are dirty. Their rooms are gonna be so messy, so filthy. And I'll go in a male friend's room and their room would be spotless. And then I would go in a female's room and it would be like, or a tornado flew around her room before I came.
A potato flew around my room before you came, excuse.
Like, it looked a mess. Like, who raised y'all? Like, who raised y'all? That's what I want to know, because it was ridiculous. Okay. And another thing about living in dorms is, you know, when you're walking back to your room at night, especially like for females, you gotta be very cautious because there be lurkers around and you don't want to get snatched up. Alright? So I'm gonna give y'all a tip. You know, when you go outside or whatever, do like,
Yeah.
and if nobody says anything, then you good. Because I know, especially if you're going to an HBCU, if you say that, somebody is going to respond. Alright? That's like our mating call. So somebody's going to respond. So yeah. The next thing is like, when you have roommates, walking in on roommates doing the nasty. And it's like, okay, I get it. Everybody gonna do it eventually. But it's just like, let a nigga know something first. Like, don't just have me walking in and I'm just like, oh, alright. I'm gonna be out here. Let me know when y'all done. Like, I don't want to walk in and see butt. I just don't. So like, let somebody know. Send somebody a text, be like, oh, I got a doctor appointment tonight. Something. Like, let me know something. Don't just put something on the door. I'm busy. Come back later. Something. Don't just, you know. Another thing, like, I'm a very, very light sleeper. Like, I'm a very light sleeper. Any little thing will wake me up. And I remember one day, I was in my room sleeping, and then my roommate comes in, and I hear she brought somebody with her. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're just gonna go to sleep because, you know, it's kind of late. But no, they didn't just go to sleep. They was getting it on, honey. I heard everything because I was up. And I was so disgusted. I was really like, what you doing? Like, are you serious? Like, I was really put off. And then I was on Twitter after, you know, they went to sleep and everything, because I was still up, like I said, like they woke me up. And so I was on Twitter like, I really can't believe what just happened to me. I just was trying to sleep peacefully, and then this happened. And then people real life thought that was funny. Like, no, it's not funny. I was trying to sleep. Like, don't do that. Okay? So, that's a bad thing. And then another thing is, you know, when your roommates or whatever might have friends and stuff over, and then they friends don't know when to leave. So you got they friends spending the night and all of this, and it's like you can't sleep when you want to. They want to have lights on, TV on, they want to talk and all of this. Like, you don't want to hear all of that. Like, you do not want to hear all of that. The next thing that's a con would be sleep differences. Like, for me, I have to sleep with the room like completely dark. It has to be completely dark. I don't want any noise unless it's a fan or the AC. Any other noise, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no music, TV, nothing. And so when I got to school, whatever, freshman year, me and my roommate, you know, we discussed everything. You know, I discussed what I liked, we discussed what she liked, and we decided what we was going to do, which was cut them lights off, because I legit cannot sleep at all if lights, music, TV, anything is on. So we agreed that we wasn't gonna do none of that. So I guess at, you know, further down, end of the year, whatever, we started getting kind of annoyed with each other. So all agreements went out the window. All right, all agreements just went out. It just flew out the window. And she was up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on the phone, and it wasn't even like she was talking to her man or nothing. She was talking to one of her friends, one of her girls, and I'm just like, if y'all don't find y'all a man and go do something with that said man and get out of this room talking, like, I was so upset, y'all. Let me tell you, I get serious about my sleep. Like, I wanted to fight that night. Like, I was so upset. Like, I had class in the morning. And, like, you really realize one of the biggest cons about having a roommate and living in a dorm is that people are so inconsiderate. Like, they don't do things thinking about you or how you feel or how you like things. They do things for themselves. And that's very inconsiderate when you're living with other people. So that's one of the biggest cons. And so, honey, when I tell you my pettiness came out, because not only that week when she's on the phone like various times of the night, she would keep TV on and lights and lamps and all this stuff. Like, she would keep the lamp on, wasn't even doing no work, wasn't even just sitting there on the phone, not even on FaceTime, on the phone, just sitting there with the TV on and the lights on, knowing I'm trying to sleep. So you know what I did? When she left in the next morning to go to class, I unplugged that TV and I unplugged that lamp. So the next time she tried to cut the TV on, next time she want to cut the lamp on, oh no, baby, it wasn't going down. It wasn't going down like that. All that stuff was off for about 2 days before she realized. And I don't know if she was mad or what, but she didn't say nothing to me. So I was like, okay. Like, you want to be petty? I can be petty too, boo. Like, I don't play about my sleep. But that's my girl or whatever. That's my homie. But yeah, I was mad. I was mad. Homie or not, I was mad. So yeah. So that's, like I said, that's one of the biggest things is people not caring about how you feel about stuff and being inconsiderate to your feelings. And the last thing, the walls being too thin. So y'all, let me tell y'all, I was so mad my sophomore year because, okay, so in the building that we stayed in, they said, like, on the floor above us, it was like athletes. So it could have either been football players or baseball players. It was one or the other, because I remember seeing a bunch of them in our dorm building. And it was one morning at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock now, y'all. Had class a few hours later. 6 o'clock. And I hear nothing but like boom, boom, boom. Like, okay, like, you know when like you hear somebody walking and they walking like real hard, like it sounds like they stomping? That's how it sounded. But it wasn't just one person stomping. It was like a bunch of feet just stomping for no reason. And then you hear music and you hear, hey, hey. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I literally woke up out of my sleep. Like, I was dead asleep. And I heard it. I'm like, are you kidding me? 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, are you having a party at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, I don't understand. Like, they always used to be so loud. And I just could not understand why. But that morning, it ticked me off so bad. Me and my roommate, like, she woke up and she was about to get the broom and like start pounding the ceiling so they could hear and shut up. And then when that didn't work, she was like, oh, I'm about to go up there. And I was like, girl, I'm about to go up there too. And then like a few minutes later, it kind of stopped. So I guess the RA got called or whatever, which was good because I didn't feel like walking all the way up there. But I would have, because I was mad, y'all. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what are you doing? And then, like, you know how you got, you know, the light bulbs and whatnot. We had this long shade that was covering the bulbs and whatnot. Tell me why the shade fell, because they was doing whatever they was doing up there. Like, I don't even know. Like, it could have been a fraternity. Maybe they was stepping. I don't know what was going on, but it was too much. It was just too much. Like, I really wanted to go up there and fight. Like, the walls are way too thin living in the dorm. And last year I kind of had that problem a little bit, but it wasn't too terrible. But like one night, it was like 8 o'clock on like a Tuesday, and all I heard was music coming from the room above me. And I heard, like, I legit heard every word sung, rapped in every song that was being played. I heard them laughing. I heard their conversations. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? like I really wanted to complain. Because ain't no way, ain't no way y'all can be that loud. And so then I walked out of my room, and I had my own room, and I'm gonna have my own room this upcoming year too. So I had my own. So I walked out of my room, and then my sweet mate came out home, and she was like, "Do you hear all of this?" And I'm like, "Girl, yes. Like, what is going on?" And then like a few days later, I seen a video on Twitter where these people was having a party on like the second floor, and they ended up falling in the floor. So they messed up somebody's ceiling, and then they ended up in that person's room that was underneath them, and they ended up having all their stuff messed up. And if I can find the video, I'm gonna put it in here. But I was like, I showed my sweet mate, and I was like, yo, I really hope this does not happen to me, because if it do happen to us, boy, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be very hot, because that's how loud they were. And it didn't make no sense. But all in all, like, if you have good roommates or whatever, living in a dorm isn't too extremely bad. But it's just like sometimes living in a dorm, like they don't really care, like administrators and stuff like that, like they don't really care how you living. I'm gonna just put it out there. They don't care how you living. And they charging you all this money to put you in a closet, not care how stuff is. And it just blows me. But it's not too extremely bad. Now if you got really bad roommates, then that's gonna be a different story. And I got a story about that. Girl. So if you want me to tell y'all about that, my roommate story, let me know in the comments below. Just let me know. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.